Hey, what's going on? My name is Bim. This is the CardiMod. Now what it does is it essentially lets any 5-pin fight stick to have a Mixbox style WASD key directional input. But that in and of itself isn't that special. It also comes with this thing, which lets you have the best of both worlds. So you could have Mixbox style controls alongside the option of having a Hitbox style up button for your thumb. All right, let's talk about the main component here. So the WASD keys, the keys themselves are fairly linear and they're quite quiet, which I kind of like, especially when I'm gonna play with this thing with the baby sleeping. But the good thing about this is they are just regular mechanical keyboard switches. So if you are so inclined, you can remove the keycaps, replace them with something else. I'll probably replace them with red keycaps very soon. Then you can replace the switches. I think these are Gateron switches. I will verify, and you can remove and replace them with any key, and not any key, any switch, any mechanical keyboard switch that you like. But for now, I'm going to keep them default because I already like these. And in the back, you've got two sets of 5-pin connectors. On the right, it says Hori Real Arcade Pro, FE, VLX, Mad Catz, and Razor. On the left, it says Hori Alpha, Kanba, and Daiha or Daija. And if your stick isn't included in the list, but you kind of want to use it, so you're gonna have to do a little bit of experimentation. If it still kind of messes up and neither of these 5-pin connectors work properly for you by default, then you're gonna have to do what I did with the 8BitDo arcade stick mod and use DuPont cables. That way you can just mix and match and experiment, and you should get it right eventually. The back here, the way you connect this thing onto your stick is via an adhesive, which is something I'm admittedly not a fan of because it feels permanent. Like, of course you could remove it, but then if you want to put it back, you're gonna have to replace the adhesive, which is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to do. Let's talk about the little Spacebar thing. It has the same switch as the main component there. I think you could also, yeah, you could replace this. Well, good luck trying to find a keycap this small. It's easily available, but you should be able to replace everything here as well. Well, I think you just really need to replace this thing. These are probably just supporting the keycap like so. And it connects to the main component through this little cable. There's a port in there for that. And these two things that are pretty easy to put in. All you need is a small like screwdriver. And like the main component, it's connected to your stick with an adhesive. If you're a tournament player though, and you're saying, if I have two up buttons, some major tournaments might disqualify me or might not let me play with my stick, and that's true. You're gonna have to make a few modifications to the main component. So using your handy dandy Allen wrench that they quite generously give you, you take off this top part. And again, it's just a regular switch. And you remove these two top parts. You put on the included replacement parts. There's no up button. So you're left with these three and your thumb, right? And that makes it tournament legal, so they'll let you play if this thing is on. Something I did forget to mention, the screwdriver isn't included in the package, it's just the Allen wrench. Step 1, remove stick. All right, once the stick is removed, you just put this thing, I guess we could flip it, right? And you just find the hole and you put the the pins through it. And this is another reason why I kind of don't like the adhesive, is because you have to settle on an angle. With the screw method, if you didn't like the current angle you were playing at, you could just loosen the screw, adjust, and retighten. With this, you're gonna have to figure out a good angle from sort of the start. And so let's try to figure out one that works for us. And yeah, okay, you're committed. See, it won't even move anymore. Okay, once that's in, so you go here. Yeah, it's too close. It's too close to the. I think it should be fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Okay, well, all right. Now we'll see if we can remove the adhesive easily. Okay, yes, you can. And then Hori wrap is on the right. And you son of a... Okay, to its credit, I can actually remove the adhesive quite a number of times. Ta-da! Okay, crap, now my problem is the angle is too harsh. It's easier to put the cables in first. Put it in first like that. Jesus! And then figure out a nice angle. Okay, alright, you're good. You're good. That's much better. Okay, cool. Next is the spacebar. Let's commit. Wait, let's insert the goddamn pin first. Make sure that works. Yoink. Okay. And plop. Okay, it's installed. That's it. It's installed. I mean, I say that's it. I had to do it like 3 times, but that's it. And now it's time to test this baby out. Alright, I just finished putting this thing through its paces. I played a little Tekken, played a little Street Fighter, a little Guilty Gear, a little Grand Blue, and you know, I like it well enough. I am going to be rocking this for a while. Main reason is because I don't want to keep removing it. It is an adhesive back, and I'm afraid that if I keep removing it and replacing it and readjusting it, the strength of the adhesive would just fade. So I'm keeping it there for now. It's at an angle that I don't quite like. I kind of wish that it was a little less angled this way, but that's fine. Like, you adjust after a few minutes playing with it. Secondly, because I feel like this gives me more precision versus a stick. And I'm not saying sticks are less precise, because you can be very precise with a stick. There are a lot of people who are very precise with a stick. I'm not one of these people. I find that this is a little bit more precise, but it also kind of requires a little bit more precision from me. It does take a little bit of getting used to. It does take a little bit more practice. I feel like with the stick, for me personally, it requires a bit too much wrist power and arm power versus just my fingies. And as I age, as I grow older, I want to be able to, I don't want to say enjoy my games more, but I get more fatigued using a stick versus this thing. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm going to be keeping this. As for the advantages this has over a Mixbox or Hitbox is obviously the extended up. Now, the Rap 4 has no SOCD cleaning. I'm not a tournament player, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I could pull off like a flash kick without letting go of the down back button, down back, right? So I could do, that's flash kick. If you're coming from another device, if you're on stick or pad and you're gonna be using this, just know that there is a learning curve. It won't feel as natural as, you know, the thing that you were used to right away. And you'll have to relearn some stuff, which is natural when you're gonna be trying other methods of control. So yeah, I got this from J-Ken Arcade Shop. They have a shop on Facebook. I will link them in the description. I got this for $2,300, so a little over 40 bucks. If you're, let's say, from a different country, you could probably find them on Amazon. Anywho, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Sonic movement! Sonic Hurricane!